What inspired the idea was when I first originally started writing my book, I envisioned it where I get on all sorts of clientele that come in my chair, and I get to hear the most amazing stories from every individual person. And I feel like, I interview people every day, all day, every 30 minutes. So the idea came about as being able to interview the everyday people of everyday life. Is just finding the ordinary, beautiful people and finding what they're unique and special in. Because we're all special and we're all talented in something. Thank you for coming through to Fabulous Reality. And I'm really excited for having you here today, Fox. So
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Excited to be here, bro.
Stoked.
Excited to be here.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Today we're gonna do a nice beard trim. Nice and clean. I've been doing your hair for what? 10 years? So it's like
Longer
12
than
years
that.
a little bit.
I've been with my girl for 10 years, and
So longer than that.
it's been a few girls, but one barber.
Sure.
Shit, since I was like 22 maybe, and I'm 38. So yeah, like 16, 17 years.
So I met you at my dad's barbershop, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you were going there for,
I was maybe 20 years old when you met me, because I don't think I had bought any houses yet.
Sure. I think you were just on the cusp of thinking about buying houses when I met you.
Definitely, yeah.
So like, you got out of the corporate world,
Yeah.
I would say, and became an entrepreneur. What was your journey on becoming an entrepreneur? And what would you recommend people doing
To be honest, man,
by helping themselves out in a sense?
from the time that don't spend any money. Like, don't buy anything. Like in Goodfellas, when he's like, "What did I tell you? Don't buy anything. Just don't spend any money until you're like 35 or 40, and then you can live however you want afterwards." But that's the biggest thing, is that people want to ball out to impress others.
It's true.
But yeah, just save your money and put it in something that makes more money, and then at some point it'll all pay off. I mean, you got a business,
It's true. I was taught when I was young to invest in myself and whatever you do. So spend money, but spend money investing in yourself, kind of thing.
So like, the invest in yourself thing, like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that will say invest in yourself means like, go buy that nice car that you can't afford, or go buy those clothes you can't afford, and all that shit.
Yeah, I don't see it that way. I truly
Me
believe,
neither.
like how they say the most smartest people in the world or the most gifted people in the world, they wear a specific outfit every day, so that's the one thing that they don't have to worry about or think about.
Yeah.
I kind of like that concept.
Like Ernest P. Worrell,
Yeah.
Albert Einstein.
Mm-hmm. They had one
Steve
outfit.
Jobs, yeah.
They had one outfit. They knew that I had bigger things to achieve than pick out the clothes that I want to wear for the next
It's a
day.
waste of time with thought.
It is.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Totally agree with you on that one. I like to be creative. I like doing stuff all the time. And I think like worrying about how you look and even though that's such our industry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
It's just kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Because I make people look good and feel good, but I make people look good more of the real natural way if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's the first thing you see and the last thing you see is the person's face in a sense.
Without a doubt.
You know what I mean? So I think if you're gonna worry about anything, you should worry about how like you're groomed more than how you're dressed in a sense.
Yeah.
Because you can look like a bum once you're dressing, but if you got your hair done, your beard done, you know what I mean?
good.
You look good. You smell good. You know what I mean? The
A big one too is teeth. A lot of people forget to
That's
take
true.
care of their teeth. Like, I got a homie he's passed now, but back in the day, he'd have $4,000 or $5,000 rims on all his cars type shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, Eric, your grill's busted, dog. Like, you gotta fix that shit first.
That's funny.
So yeah, man, like if you feel good, you're gonna act a little bit better. But, feeling good doesn't always come with spending stupid money either,
How do you go about making yourself feel good?
you know, being around my dogs, like animals, literally. And I never would have thought that I'd say this as a kid, but like these days, man, like just doing something for somebody else with no reciprocation, like expected, feels good. You know, like I just want other people to do well. I'm happy where I'm at in my life, you know. So I just want other people to be happy as well, and then kind of like spread that off.
But happiness comes from within,
It does.
you know? You can-
Also from vitamin D, man, getting some sun.
True. I totally agree. Like taking a nice walk outside,
Yeah.
you know, maybe like dip your feet into the grass, the ground,
Oh yeah.
you know, ground yourself in the ground.
For sure. If you don't got your health, you know, you got
You don't
nothing.
have nothing.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I've actually seen a lot of people where, you know, they work so hard for so long and then they realize, you know, when it's too late that, hey, my health isn't here, but I have all of this money in the world. But guess what? What can you do when you're not feeling good? And we all know that when we're not feeling good, it doesn't matter how much money can be thrown at us. It's still not
It
gonna
doesn't
feel
matter,
good.
yeah.
Like, it's, yeah, you know, like money doesn't buy health. It does get you a good doctor, but again, what you put in your body is a totally different thing.
Yeah, I'm a living proof of that, you know.
You want to tell them? You want to tell them the story about like I think you had a valley fever,
Yeah.
right?
You know-
and your experience through that valley fever.
You know, it was like 5 years ago, less than a month ago. It was 5 years ago that I woke up and my lung collapsed, right?
I'm
And
lucky to be alive.
yeah, I had no idea what that was. It hurt like motherfucker. Like it felt like someone took a baseball bat to my whole right side, all my ribs, and I spent the next like 5-6 months in the hospital, getting my right lung removed, lobe by lobe by lobe, and you know that's why I learned that all that, you know, all that crap doesn't matter, all that extra stuff doesn't matter. Like it's how you feel, how you treat the people you love, and how you treat people you don't love. You know, like I'm not the best person in the world, but
You're not the worst person in the world.
yeah, I'd like to think so. I mean, I keep a small circle. I've known you the majority of my life.
It's very true. I truly believe that you gotta keep your circle small.
Yeah.
And I truly believe like who your 5 people that you hang out with are truly the definition of your future. That's truly, you know, because you know the 5 people you hang out with, you'll be the 6th person.
Yeah.
Think about it. You know.
Yeah, I don't talk to many people at all. I mean, the older I get, the less people I consider a friend or want to be friends with. But you know, like if I fuck with you, like I've probably been fucking with you for a long time. Like, and once I fuck with you, you do right by me. I'm not gonna ever look anywhere else, like for anything.
True. Well, the way I look at it like that, it's like treat others the way you want to be treated, right?
Yeah.
So
Golden rule, right?
It is. So it's like the way I look at it is like, you know, if I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated, or you know, I treat you like as good as I would treat myself, then you should always be treating yourself just as good as you treat others in a sense.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the one thing I really learned. I really like. I was like, I had to learn that the hard way. When I was a kid, about treating yourself just as good as you treat others, because you know, growing up Russian, you don't really like learn to treat yourself. You're more kind of like blind faith and helping others all the time and being there for everybody else, but never really for yourself. And it's kind of hard. It's like, how can you be there for everybody else but not for yourself? And I believe that the only way you can show up for yourself, for others, is by showing up for yourself. Sorry, to be able to show up for yourself, to be able to show up for others, you gotta know how to show up for yourself.
Yeah.
Because
How can I be a good person to my chick if I'm not a good person to myself? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I think that's the biggest problem in relationships. You know, they don't treat themselves good, nor do they at that point they don't treat their partners because they don't show up for themselves. And you know, the biggest key to treating your partner right is by showing up for yourself.
oh yeah, man. Like, dude, my girl, she stood right by me in the hospital You know, slept there every night. You know, I mean, thought I was gonna die pretty much. Like, I'm pretty close to death, and you know, she stood there every minute. She made sure I was good. Took care of me when I came home, and you know, in December we're gonna celebrate our 10th anniversary of being together, right? Like,
I love it. And then the beautiful part is that she's there, that she's not even your wife.
yeah,
She's there because she loves you and she respects you and because she wants to be there for you. You know, the whole ideology of, you know, making sure that somebody is there for you because they have like some kind of title,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
title, I would say, is very wrong, you know, because I truly believe you show up for people that you want to, not because of what they can
Not
give
for a
you,
selfish reason. Yeah.
you know, or what they can offer you in a sense.
And now, like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, sometimes I wish, like, my girl was just with me because I look good and because I'm rich, but, like, it's because I'm a good person, right?
100%. 1000%.
I mean, you know, I'm the reason that we couldn't go out during the
COVID.
pandemic
Yeah.
whatsoever. Like,
And she stood by you
didn't go anywhere. Like,
the whole time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's rare. You know, usually people don't want to sacrifice their own personal gains for someone else's kind of things. Like, you know what I mean?
and that's exactly kind of like bring it back to what we were saying about, like, success and, like, how we started off. Like, it was, like, what advice would you give? And that's, you got to sacrifice something. Like,
Sure.
no matter what it is, you got to put something on the back edge to have this come up, you know?
I
Like,
totally agree. Well, you know what? I learned a long time ago, to truly achieve anything, you gotta sacrifice everything. And it's shitty to say because people think that you can have it all, but that's
a pipe dream,
That's
yeah.
a pipe dream, and that's Disney selling you a dream.
it is. It
That's
is.
straight up Disney selling you
Yeah.
a dream of you can have everything, but in order to have certain things in life, you gotta sacrifice. And sometimes, one thing I learned was, I heard a quote where the guy said, you know, we all go back to the plastic cup in the end. We start with the plastic cup and go back to the plastic cup. We one day may drink out of a nice glass, fancy with diamonds and all kinds of things on the glass, with a nice Chardonnay or whatever you like to drink, right? And he goes, but in the end of your time, nobody will open a door for you.
Yeah,
You have to open a door
fucking
for yourself. You know, you'll end up drinking back into like eating out of plastic. You know,
Yeah, and you also realize that it's the same.
it is.
You know,
It is.
take
Don't take anything for
eating
granted.
with a plastic fork, eating with the gold fork. It's the same thing.
It
You know.
is. 100% it is.
But you know, and it's all about the quality of people that you're with. Like you were saying, the 5 people. Like,
You surround
You know,
yourself with.
yeah, like especially business-wise, right? Like, you got solid barbers here. You know, fucking Junior, man, killer. You know, videographer, killer. Like, you're awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a
I do try to like surround
who you're with.
myself with talent. So
Yeah.
one thing I've also learned is, if you're not good at something, find someone that is, and put them next to you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to always be good at the thing you want to be good at. You know what I mean? You can surround.
there's somebody else that's a professional for a reason. Yeah.
Exactly. So just surround yourself. Before you know it, you'll be playing with it, trying it.
Understanding
doing
it before you like put
Exactly.
everything into it.
Exactly. Let me get some shaving gel really quick.
Yo, if you don't got a videographer for YouTube, I mean Kelly, yo, he's doing it big. Very, very good, professional as shit.
Yeah, he is.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I was super stoked that you're here. First thing I said to Boris when I got out of the car I was like, yo, man, like, that's sick. That quality was fucking sick. And he's like, oh, the dude that did it's right over there. I was like, oh man, I gotta say what's up to them.
Oh, did you not know we were gonna shoot today?
No.
No,
See? I like that.
It was a surprise. I do. That's the whole thing. I do want to catch people's reactions and stuff like that in real time.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, not everything needs to be staged in life. I feel like.
And that's kind of like what everybody does these days, you know? Like, everything's a stage for people's fucking problems, people's accolades, you know? Like, some people can't just do something and just do it, you know? It's got to be do it, take a fucking photo, and tell everybody about it.
Well, the thing is, I truly don't believe in true perfection kind of thing. There's no such thing as perfect. They say like the perfect diamond is in the imperfection.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I truly do believe that people forget because they try to have that perfect moment in time to create that perfect time, but it's like,
You're not selling me a diamond right now.
no, I'm not. The thing is, like, if you're not acting on it, there's no perfect moment in time.
For sure.
There's no action. There's no perfect moment in time. That's pretty much what I was trying to say.
You gotta seize that moment.
I agree.
Make something out of nothing, you know? Like,
True.
and as long as you just do the right thing, like whatever it might be, like in your gut, in your heart, like you know what the right thing is, you know? Like, when people take advantage of others, you know, stuff like that, it's never the right thing. And you want to walk away with some money, steal money from people, or however it goes, but you just gotta do the right thing because it'll make everybody's life better.
I always say, try to help one person out a day.
Yeah.
Whether it was, even if it's your mom, your sister, like whatever, whoever it is, like just one person a day. You know, make one person's job easier that day. You've done a lot more than a lot of people have, if you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me think about who I want to help today.
Like you're
Maria, you gonna come say hello?
Hi.
No, come say hello. Give me a hug.
Yes, I will.
Give me a hug.
Go to hell.
What do you mean go to hell? No, just a little hug. I love you. Oh. This is my mom, by the way, guys. Maria, say hi to the camera. My mom, she doesn't want to be on camera, but we're going to try to get it on camera one of these days, guys.
For sure, very uncomfortable.
I know I've been trying to get my mom on camera for a while. Unfortunately, it's been really hard. And she is camera shy, unfortunately. And she's a great person as well. I've learned a lot from my mom. You know, actually, my mom got into the industry, cutting hair after I did because she was so bored working in medical billing.
I love your mom, dude. I love your whole family, man.
Likewise.
Yeah, your mother definitely needs to be. Yeah, like, she's just like perfect for TV.
I agree. We will try to get my mom on it one of these days. I'm definitely gonna try to get my dad on it one of these.
That would be something. It's like having like a legend.
We're talking to Kelly. We're thinking about taking one of the episodes to Miami, like one of the seasons, you know, and then shoot do a whole season in Miami.
That'd be hella dope.
That'd be awesome.
Man, I'm trying to go to Cali in December, and I'm real stoked.
Nice. You need it, bro. You haven't gone on vacation in a while. I feel like ever since the pandemic.
Yeah.
That was kind of hard.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, the only thing I would like to
How you doing? I'm doing good.
have back to normal is just being able to go to the gym and go out to eat. But, you know, I can't.
I'm surprised you haven't built a gym. I'm surprised you haven't built a gym for yourself.
I got like 2 or 3 favorites on my bookmarks, you know? Fabulous cuts. Are you surprised I actually booked online this time?
Yeah, for sure.
Usually I just call.
Because I saw you, I was like, okay. Might just have you book a little more time next time, though. Because I had to move a couple of people around when I saw your name.
Dude, I used to come here every like 3 or 4 days. I didn't have long hair at all.
Nope.
Like,
Oh man, I used to come here a lot.
yeah.
Once a week, man.
I miss having short hair, but like now it's finally grown out of like the shittiest stages. So I'm just gonna keep it going for a little bit longer. And actually, until Maria tells me it looks shitty, that's pretty much it.
Can't believe everything Maria says.
I don't know. She's pretty honest, man.
Not with me.
I'll bring my mom in then. She
Your
can-
mom will
yeah.
definitely be honest.
My mom.
What does your mom say about your hair?
Nothing.
Nothing. It?
She doesn't care either way. I don't think. But It's weird. My mother's strange. She's had like back surgery a couple weeks ago, or like a month and a half ago. So she's been on just sitting at the house getting like just healing up, but she's got this horrible brace. And
Like
she,
a back brace?
yeah, she fucking hates it, dude.
I believe that.
So I just feel for her, you know. It sucks.
Alright, Frank, I'm gonna ask you a question. Question is, if you can go back and tell your younger self 3 things, what would you tell yourself?
Oh man. You'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
I like that. You'll be okay.
And just listen to other people. Just listen to other people that got years on you, you know?
So less talk, more listen.
Yeah. Listen and buy Amazon stock. Buy Amazon stock, yeah.
I love it. Last guy was working from Amazon.
Oh, for no shit? For real? Yeah. Buy Amazon stock. If I could tell myself, my 19-year-old self that, yeah, buy Amazon stock.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you if you can tell yourself something from 5 years from now. What would you tell yourself? Or what would you want to see yourself 5 years from now?
I'd like to be living in this new community in Wickenburg that I was telling you about.
Okay.
Like Wickenburg Ranch. Like, I kind of want to live in a senior 55 and older community.
Nice.
But that allows like some exceptions because like technically I'm handicapped.
Yeah.
So they allow some exceptions for that.
I love it.
But yeah, I'd like to be living in a house with a nice view, a nice indoor-outdoor living with a pool,
Nice.
and just with my girl and our dogs, you know?
Okay. No kids.
Fuck no. No way. No way.
I love it.
I'd much rather have like a new Ferrari than a kid, you know? Kids are expensive and
Yeah, they
they're
are.
unappreciative.
Yeah, they are.
And they're pretty fucking. These days, kids are rude, bro. Like,
I would say so.
yeah, dude. I live by a high school. I mean, they're all fucking rude.
I feel like kids today are a little bit more entitled.
Yeah, that's a perfect word for it.
Entitled.
That's exactly what they are.
That's what it is.
Everything, gimme, with no work put in. And that's what, when I see younger cats that got a job, like I don't care what it is. Like, you know, people always use the you can work at McDonald's as like kind of like a downplay. Yeah, you got a job, you have a job. Like you're not mooching off anybody else. You're doing right. Like you're doing the right thing. You got a job. So as long as you're not mooching off somebody else and bringing other people down, and like you said, doing something good for others, you're doing what you're supposed to.
It doesn't have to be like it doesn't. You don't. I always say this. You don't have to get paid to do something. Like find something to do it well, and someone will pay you.
Yeah,
Plain and simple.
without a doubt.
Like
Without a
that's
doubt.
the beautiful part. That's because I used to help my dad out for free. Before I, you know what I mean? Before
Yeah,
started
I remember
taking
that.
care.
I remember
I
that.
used to wake up in the morning, get into the shop, in the hotels, get everything set up for him. Like, you know what I mean?
Sweep the floor, all that. I remember that shit.
Clean
Yeah,
the floors, everything.
that's when Al would cut my hair.
Yeah, you know, and then from there, I became a barber, and then even then I was still kind of undervalued, you know what I mean? I learned a lot. I got to speak to a lot of people. Like, I feel like every one of my clients were my teachers, in a sense. They influenced me in a positive way because every single one had something positive to say, or it was me asking them something, what influenced them or what they did to better their lives and stuff, and gave me an idea of what I should be looking for and what I've seen. I wasn't
I hear that.
conditioned. It was almost like I wasn't allowing life itself to condition my surrounding.
People are often ignorant and
For
thinking
sure.
that just the average person can't help them, can't teach them something. You know what I mean? Like everybody's got something to offer, and sometimes the people that have things to offer don't even know it yet. You know, but just like in the Bronx Tale, what's he say? The saddest thing in life is wasted talent. And on the same, because it's like a mob movie.
Yeah.
And also it don't take much strength to pull a trigger, but try getting up every morning, day after day, and work for a living. Let's see him try that. Then we'll see who the real tough guy is. The working man's the tough guy. If you haven't seen Bronx
I
Tale,
agree.
it's good.
It's
Yeah.
the dad when he
De
gets
Niro.
on the bus.
Yeah, De Niro. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
And that's kind of like the same thing with like, you know,
Because
you have a job at McDonald's, you have a job doing whatever. It's a job.
It is a job.
You know, you're not begging, you're not sucking the life out of somebody else. You're not putting somebody else
I
out.
feel like that's really important in today's time, especially like there's a lot. You know, I talk to a lot of business owners, like especially myself. I'm having a hard time even finding employees. There's less people that are trying to work in today's economy.
Yeah.
Which
It's
I'm
easier to
like,
get
a stimulus
unemployment or whatever.
or
Yeah.
unemployment, exactly. Or yeah, it just mind blows me. It's like, why would you want to limit yourself to what
X if you could have X times
Y and
2.
Z.
Yeah.
That's the part I don't understand.
For people, and I don't even want to say like just like us, but people like us that want to do better, want to succeed, want to turn 1 into 10, however it might be, but like do it properly, you know? So to see people that have the potential, and especially like young cats, you know, 18, 19, and even just like kids that are just fucking off, like, yeah, drugs are fun and all that, but like, yo, don't waste your life on that shit. Like, I got a homie that he's a really great lawyer, and I dropped out of college. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dropped out of ASU. I didn't finish at all. I do well. I do okay. You know, but the only way I would go back to school is if I was to do what my boy did. Like,
Lawyer.
yeah, full situation. Like,
Totally agree.
Otherwise,
Because
it's a
I
waste.
truly believe like law kind of defines a lot of things actually, and a lot of people don't realize law itself, and they don't realize like the power they truly have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because of the laws that were written for them, not
Yeah.
by them.
and the way that like lawyers like can or just manipulate spin a word that's like,
Yeah,
it's crazy. You know, and
I totally agree.
yeah, I'd love to give a shout out to my boy, but I don't think he'd want me to do it.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, thank you for stopping by
Oh, man,
and joining
thank you,
us
bro.
at Fabulous Reality.
Thank you, bro.
Definitely gonna see you again.
Yes.
I love you. You know, like always.
Kelly, you the man. Maria, give me a hug. Maria, no, come give me a hug.
That's my mom, everybody.
Love you, Maria. Got her on.
Ain't no slowing down, I'm chasing, getting what I want. Ain't no other way for me, this rap shit all I know. Ain't no other way for you, now your ass gotta go. Ain't no shell I gave you.
Yo, my name is Junior, aka Chopper Heads the Barber. Welcome to Fabulous Reality, where everything is real.
Thank you guys for watching Fabulous Reality, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the next episode.
What you been about? All that time we spent apart, they got me healing now. Yeah, if I think about it, I just write it down. For their thoughts, man, that shit'll never